Hey guys, it's me. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. I had a few friends ask me a few questions about stuff that's been going on in my life and, just felt I should probably answer a few of them. First question is from my friend Jillian. She says, do your grandparents say, "Are you gay?" or "Are you a gay?" as if that is a subspecies. And, that's actually kind of a funny question because one of my grandparents, my grandma, one of them, she actually supports me, at least I think she does. She never really talks about it. We never actually sat down and talked about it, and I think that's probably for the best because I don't think it's really her business or anyone else's business about who I choose to sleep with. My other grandma, though, okay, there's some backstory on this one. Okay, so my uncle, who also happens to be gay, came down for an unexpected visit, which is normal behavior for my uncle. He shows up out of the blue. It's his own thing. But prior to him coming down, I had decided that it would probably be appropriate to come out on Facebook because I know it's like one of those games where, when a gay man or a lesbian woman comes out, it's like they never stop coming out. It's always like, yes, I'm gay, finally, yes, I'm gay, yes, I'm gay, stop fucking asking. But to alleviate that, instead of me having to come out individually to all of my family, I decided to just say it over Facebook. Because I never hid it from my friends that I had made within the past 5 years. I never really hid it from them. They all just knew. But I never actually told my family. Sorry. But I finally came out and told them on Facebook. And so when he came down for his unexpected visit, he decided that it would be a good idea to tell my grandma on my mom's side. And I had never really intended on telling her. But he decided to open his mouth and do it for me. When she saw me next, there were a lot of really awkward pauses and very long drawn out silences. It was very uncomfortable. We're talking having to get up in front of a class with a hard-on uncomfortable. You know what I'm talking about? I know some of you know what I'm talking about. She finally said, "You're an abomination, but I love you." And to me, that's like saying, we've been together for 23 years and they've been nice and I've loved every minute of it. But since your sexual preferences don't agree with my religious obligations, we can't hang out anymore. But we can still be friends. I don't think that's really how it works. Nee. My friend Colin asked me, he asked, do you have a Skype? And honestly, that's a good question because I have a Twitter, I have a Tumblr, I have a Facebook, I have an Instagram, but I don't have a Skype because I've never actually figured out how to use it. And you would assume that I would have one, but I don't. But yeah, I have a Tumblr and I'm just now starting to figure out what that's all about. And then I have a Twitter, and sometimes I still need a roadmap to figure out what the fuck I'm doing with that one. And then there's the Instagram, and turns out my phone, which is a Windows phone, doesn't support Instagram yet. And so I have one, but I haven't been able to post any pictures. And so, that being said, yeah, I will probably eventually get a Skype, I just don't have one yet. And then there's also my friend Chrissy. And you guys have seen, I've done a video with her before. I think it was the Chubby Bunny Challenge I did with her. And she asked me, do you still live with your parents? Now, a lot of you know because of videos that I've posted, I don't live with my parents anymore, but some of you might not, so I'm going to give you a little life update. Currently, I do not live with my parents. Back in February, I got hired by Hewlett-Packard as a contractor. And so I moved from Jasper, Missouri to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I currently live with one roommate. The last video I did, how to be a bad roommate, I'll link it below. But the last video we did, we were both living with one roommate and she was terrible. Like, we had so much drama, it was disgusting. But we decided to get up and move out of there. And so we just moved into this new apartment that you see here. And it's not decorated or anything, so I'm not going to show you around just yet. But we just moved in here about a week ago. And so far it's been nice, it's quiet, we're finally on the first floor instead of the second, so we don't have to walk up all these stupid stairs, but it's been fun. But yeah, to answer your question, Chrissy, I don't live at my parents' anymore, and next time I come down, I'll probably give you a visit. Yeah, that's about it for today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to, send me a question on Tumblr, I'll link it here. Also, send me a question if you're on my Facebook. Go ahead and send me a message on my Facebook. I'll link that here. And then if you want to ask me something like off the wall, I'll include my YouTube channel email, and that'll be right here. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Feel free to ask me any questions you need to, and I will always answer as many as I can.